That's the starting pitching matchup tonight. All the storylines will have them for you. The energy of Tim Anderson, the number 2 spot of Adam Eaton, how irritating he can be, and the slug of dawn to that right field job. He obviously long spring, last couple of outings, he was virtually untouched. Last time out at Colorado, he went 5 2/3 shutout. He struck out 9. How about this number 2 hitter, folks? If you're just joining into the party for the Angels, welcome, first of all. But I'll have Mark explain to you how he did this spring. 17 hits, 3 walks, 5 homers. Better yet, Gooby, how did he do it?
He back foot was quiet, kept his front hip in, locked in very well, and he was just thinking, I'm going to let the baseball get a little bit deeper, dead center field approach throughout the entire spring.
26 years old, chases up at 95 miles an hour. No balls and 2 strikes to count.
But that's the one thing you try to avoid against Giolito. He will try to keep going up further and further up the line.
High spin rate as well. 2,300. As he spikes an off-speed pitch in there. So many moving parts and challenges for that man.
Yeah, but that's why he's made that adjustment, and it's allowed him to stay more compact in his delivery.
Fastball in. Ohtani spoils it. You're exactly right. It's a chunky 4 for 9. There's that homer, there's a double, there's a triple, there's a bunch of extra bases. And I guess you could answer the obvious question. When you have a guy that does that, you know about it, right, as a pitcher?
Oh, yeah. And you're trying to figure out what I could throw. I imagine a changeup here.
That's exactly what it was. And my goodness, that big frame at 6'6".
They're going to go after you. And if you make good contact, so be it. But they're not going to put themselves in a situation where you gift base runners via the base on balls. Or don't trust your stuff and not go after hitters with pitches, even a changeup upstairs.
Fastball in on the hands of Ohtani. Moncada in front of that third base.
Eight ground ball outs tonight, though, for Dylan Bundy. Not the normal when you'd see a lot more fly balls.
I think one of those reasons was the effect of the split change.
Yeah, last year just twice he had more than 8 ground ball outs. He had a 10 and a 9 ground ball out effort last year. So very unusual. Great to see that. That way you keep the ball in the yard.
Shohei Ohtani. As a fastball beat him in 1-1 the count.
He was thinking about hitting one out of the yard on that swing for Shohei.
Anderson, Madrigal, and Abreu stand all on the outfield grass between first and second. One swung around. Shohei drives down and top spin into right field. Over to make the play is Adam Eaton.
A hit. Boy, he kept balance real well, not a lot of movement. This brings those hands through the baseball, brought him in and lines it. He hadn't pulled many baseballs. We've seen it all in spring. He's got that toe tap in the front, keeps those hips closed and lines it. Didn't quite get the lift in the air, otherwise tie game. Do something.
And when you believe in yourself and you believe, and obviously you have to plan ahead as a manager, that you plan on taking the lead in this game, you start warming your closer up, even though you're down. Ohtani has a lot of room in right center field. We saw him handle lefties with a lot of effect this spring. Why?
Because he stayed in there. That first pitch looked like he was moving a little bit. Wanted to make sure to keep that back foot and front hip with his left-handed batter. He just pulled out enough.
Infield maybe a step or two to pull. Ohtani middle of the batter's box. They get a miss. Helmet flies off. A Ruthian swing as he missed the breaking ball there.
That's a bad hit, a rocket to right field that Eaton made a nice play on.
To 43%. See if he can square one up here. Breaking ball, hangs with it as long as he can. They get one, the throw. They get none. They get none.